Hey y'all, we're going to do something a little different today. I wrote a little thing that I'm going to read. Try to just talk to you, but just go through my notes here. When I first started making these videos, these talking head style videos, I guess, I felt a little bit of imposter syndrome because they're not flashy, they're not going to be exciting, and they're not going to attract anybody's attention in the fucking outrageousness of YouTube at this time. I don't use B-rolls, and I don't use thumbnails, and every one of my thumbnails is a random clip from the video of me making some dumb face or something. And ironically, they're not any worse than some people that actually take those pictures for their thumbnails. But anyway, lately I haven't even been using an editor. I just leave all of these. I try not to do the ums and ahs and things. I try to cut that out in real time. Try to get better at just talking to the camera, talking to you directly. The more I do, the more I get comfortable and realize that maybe this is what we need. Maybe we need to just kind of de-escalate and step back a little bit. YouTube's been around for almost, I think it's probably 20, it's like 20 years this year, right? Or maybe next year, 20 years. And they went through several phases. Obviously, I didn't even know about it for the first couple of years. But there's been an evolution of the types of videos that get popular. And now we're just in this age of over a decade of just wacky shenanigans and flashy sets and crazy editing and loud. They're just loud. Why is everybody so loud? I mean, between Mr. Beast and Logan Paul and toxic people like Sniper Wolf and Sneeko and it's just loud and dumb. I just can't believe how dumb stuff is. I think people need to get back to learning things and watching videos and essays, and I see so many. Obviously, I don't see a lot of it on my algorithm because I would never watch bullshit like that, but just like television is overrun with reality shows and celebrity shows and the most dumbed down, lowest common denominator crap, YouTube is even worse with like unboxing videos. I mean, people watch other people get things, and then the fake cleaning videos. Have you seen those? Fake cleaning videos where they find a knife in the river or find a gun in a dumpster. I mean, if you're finding a gun in a dumpster, that's probably not a gun you want to be getting your fingerprints on. But then they take this junk home and like find an old watch, or an old rusted out watch or something, and then take it apart and clean it all. And it's, I mean, you realize, for one thing, what are you doing with, I mean, your brain doesn't care where it gets that dopamine hit from. And so your logical brain is going, what is this sugar-coated garbage you're putting in me? And number two, you realize that almost all of those are fake, right? It's all fake. They'll do we found this computer in an alley in the rain, and we're going to clean it up and restore it. And when they show it again, it's like, you do the comparison, it's not even the same Not even the same watch that they finished with, that they started with. Oh, they're so dumb. They're so dumb. I just can't get over that people watch that crap. I went to a friend's house, and his two little kids were enthralled in TV in the TV, and I looked to see what they were watching, and they were watching other kids play with toys. Like, kids don't even use their own imagination anymore. They watch other kids play with toys. Oh my God. The TikTok brain rot that is happening is just really getting out of control, and it really escalated during the lockdown times. I mean, what else were you going to do but doom scroll? I mean, we all have a collective attention span of a goldfish now. And I know I'm completely addicted to the dopamine. I'm on YouTube 16, 18, 20 hours a day. I mean, a lot of times it's in the background. I've got a podcast or some music or something playing, and it's all off of YouTube. But that's all I do. I don't leave the house unless I have to. I'm on YouTube just constantly. I mean, it's out of control. I mean, when you're bored, you pick up your phone. When you're uncomfortable, you pick up your phone. I mean, you get a second of silence in your life, and you're reaching for a device to fill that silence. I mean, we don't let our brains work for themselves anymore. I think we just need a little bit of degrowth. Slow down a little bit and back up and think and talk about things and learn some things and think again and talk about it again. I mean, one of my favorite music YouTube guys that I watch is his channel is called Jimmy W. Spelled like Jimi Hendrix, Jimi. Jimmy W. And he does a thing called Sitting with Jimmy, and he just sits on his couch and he does a little 10-minute spiel about some psychological or what's the word I'm looking like? Psychology of music and philosophy of music. That's the word I was looking for. A little bit, it gets a little deep into the creative process and all of that stuff. Another guy that does actually a little more technical stuff, he's an EDM artist, I assume. I hope he doesn't get offended that I called him EDM. But called Venus Theory. And his stuff is a little more slick, more typical YouTube looking with the lights. And he's learned how to light just perfect, and he's a great, he could be a great cinematographer. He just does it perfect, but he just talks quietly and tells his story and I just love listening to him. It's just they just put things in perspective in a super simple way, and I get a little ranty here and there, but that's kind of what I'm going for. I just kind of want to pull everything back a little bit and quiet things down and talk about things that I know about and that I want other people to know about. I want you to know about. And some of you may say that's what a podcast is. And I agree. I mean, having the podcast format is kind of the way that I want to push this channel and my videos. That's definitely a goal. So if you have any help or advice or money you would like to contribute to scaling me up to that kind of thing, I definitely would accept. I am working on it. I'm definitely working on it. Another part of the plan is to scale up, back up to where I can eventually get a laptop and a DAW going and start doing some more original music. I haven't had a recording program since 2016. I can't believe it's already been that long since my computer died. Every device I have fills up with riffs and me singing little pieces into it, and I just have no way to pull that into actual music. And that's why creatively I've been doing all of the acoustic covers and doing these kind of videos, because I have to be doing something creative. I'd also like to scale up out of using my phone for recording these videos. Eventually, maybe I'd like to use AI to help me write some of these things. I'm not against that either. I see how I write my stuff, and I see clearly how AI could really open up a lot of doors and take a lot of the busy work away. I mean, even though I'm using screens, my writing process is bonkers caveman style. I mean, I'll tell you, I learn about a song or I learn about a topic that I want to write down. I'll write down a idea for a video, subject, or song that I want to learn, and it works the same process, just slightly different for videos and for music. But I learn about a subject or a song, and I reference it from my phone, from YouTube. I make a playlist, or I make note on my note app. Then on my tablet, I get the lyrics. On one, I get the lyrics, or I start writing the script. I start writing all this down on here. Write. Get all the bullet points. Then, as I'm reading back through, if I forget something, occasionally you'll see me say I'll read something and I can't remember what I did, but I'll usually put an asterisk next to it, meaning to look that back up. So then I'll look it back up on the phone and then correct the tablet again. Look it up on the phone, correct the tablet again until I get this where I kind of want it. Lyrics the same way. I'll get the lyrics, then I'll reference the tutorial video or the song and learn the chords, write down the chords with the lyrics, or learn the song that way. Then I go back to the phone and use this as my reference to film everything on the phone. So it kind of just goes back and forth between my phone and my tablet, until it just eventually gets recorded and uploaded, and you get to see it, and then I erase the script off of here and it's a done deal. But I could really use another device in between here when I'm doing some of that, and also for playing some music. I would be able to do a lot more if I had another device. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Regardless, it is not an easy process. Oh, how much more did I have to say about that? Scale back up. I want to scale back up to doing better videos. I've got to get my music back on the new phone so I can actually start putting some music behind these. I feel like that helped a lot. When I leave big empty spaces, it's because I'm trying to avoid doing ums and ohs and all of that stuff. Especially since I haven't been editing. If I edited, I could just edit a lot of that stuff out. But let's see, I just do it. I can't. It's so hard to get rid of those nonsensical fillers. Anyway, I think YouTube is too big to fail at this point. They kind of own the internet between Google and YouTube, and so I'm putting all my eggs in my basket on YouTube. So engage with me. Like I said, and I want us to create a community to where we can talk about things. I can make videos, and eventually, like I said, I kind of want to go heavier into the original stuff. I want to get all my I'll never be finished putting covers on the other channel, because there's just thousands and thousands of songs that I want to record. If I did 10 a day, I wouldn't be able to get them all done in my lifetime, but that is the goal, to have a backlog of stuff going. May not always agree with my opinions, but I do have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge that I want to feed. I want to feed you little baby birds. So watch the ones that the titles grab you, and skip the other ones. Try to watch the ones that you're interested in, and please try to watch all the way through. It really, or at least most of the way through. At least get 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way through, because it really, really helps my algorithm. And as much as possible, unplug and literally and figuratively go touch grass. And I think that's what I'm going to go do right now. I'm going to get done with this video. I'm going to go outside and see if I can get away from the screens for a little while. So, anyway, holler at you. Holler